And just about, what do we have? Oh, roughly, we have 29 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. It is a Tuesday, the 10th day of December, 2019. Oh, my, I can't believe it's already December 10th, Gene.
I can't either.
Yes.
But that's the way it is every year.
I suppose. Yes. Oh, well. And let's see. Today is Human Rights Day, and it's also Lager Day. Lager, a particular type of beer, which isn't bad. I think most Americans prefer lager. I would prefer something that actually has some taste.
Well, an IPA.
Or a nice stout. I am particularly fond of porters and stouts.
You like IPAs then, too.
IPAs are good, yes. Yeah. You know what IPA stands for?
I was told at one time, but you can see what kind of an impression it has.
India Pale Ale. And do you know why it is India Pale Ale?
Probably because the recipe came from India.
No, the recipe came from England. And they would brew it, and with it being hoppier, it would withstand that shipment to India, back when India was a British colony.
Hoppier, I like
hoppy,
that.
Hoppy.
Yeah. That's probably a new word.
You think?
Hoppier, yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of like hoppy.
No, hoppy. Hopalong Cassidy was hoppy way long ago.
And well, in the English, instead of saying happy, they say hoppy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Anyway, there we have our lesson in beer. I am not a beer snob. It's just that little bits of trivia sometimes intrigue me.
IPA.
Yes. Okay. Coming up, we've got birthdays. Anything else exciting happening?
Well, there's a story on the flu that we're going to take a look at. Yes.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about that dreaded property tax deadline. That's coming up.
Okay.
That's pretty exciting, isn't it?
I'm thrilled.
Your pocketbook, if it survives.
Yeah, about as thrilled as you were about, what an IPA stands for, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. I'm hoppy when you talk about the real meaning for an IPA. Stay here, folks, because you heard it first.
And a good Pilsner, that particularly on, when it's hot, a good cold Pilsner is marvelous.
Pilsner, not to be confused with Pillsbury.
You got it.
Yeah.
But if you drink enough Pilsner, you'll look like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Doughboy, yeah.
Yes. Oh, well. Anyway, you ready for birthdays?
We have birthdays.
Let's celebrate our big shot birthdays. Actress Fionnuala Flanagan is 78. Now, you remember the old Mickey Mouse Club?
I remember, yes.
With Annette and that?
Annette.
Okay. Actor Tommy Kirk, who was part of that group, is 78 now.
And his name doesn't ring a bell at all as part of the group.
Well, think about Spin' Marty. Think about, I think he was in, like, the Professor, the Nutty Professor, a bunch of Disney movies.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll forgive him.
Yeah, singer Chad Stewart. Chad and Jeremy. Which one was he?
Well, I would say probably Chad Stewart. Yeah.
Okay, well, he's 78. Singer Ralph Tavares of Tavares, 78. Actress, singer Gloria Loring, 73. Walter Clyde Orange of the Commodores, 73. Actress Susan Day from the Partridge Family, 67. Actor John York, 61. Actor-director Kenneth Branagh is 59. Bobby Flay, 55. Actress Emmanuelle Chiriqui is 44. Actor Alano Miller, 40. Actor Patrick John Pfluger of Chicago PD, he's 36. Actress Raven Simone from The Cosby Show, 34. Actress Kiki Lane is 28. Okay.
All right.
Local birthdays coming up.
Enter to win a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
I love cake.
Yeah!
Oh, yes.
Every week, we'll give away a delicious Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake, and you could win.
I think it's time to celebrate!
Do you have a birthday?
Mm-hmm. Roger that.
Yeah.
Then call, email, or regular mail us the date, include your name, address, and phone number. Every Friday morning, we'll pick a winner for that week. Send us the birthdays of your family, your coworkers, and your friends. We'll put the information in our database, then send them birthday greetings on their special day. And every week, we pick a winner for the Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
Where no matter how you slice it, it's a piece of cake.
Let's see who will have their cake and eat it, too.
Don't wait. Enter now and get ready to win.
Oh my God, really? That is too cool.
On AM 1230.
We have our KXO Cold Stone Creamery birthdays. Happy birthday, Roland Estala, Eddie Moreno, Carla Flores, Frank Zambrano, Carmen Gloria, Diana Garcia, Natalia Garcia, Tyler Beal, Daniel Garcia, Ethan Benavides, Leslie Solano, Albert Cortero, Carla Neuschwander, Lisa Sanders, Margie Vasquez, Martha Gutierrez, Matthew Hansen, Paula Landeras, Victor Morlet, and Zoshi Irene Boulan. Happy birthday from KXO and Cold Stone Creamery. Well, let's add another name, Ruben Vasquez, today, and an anniversary. Frank and Diana Duarte are celebrating an anniversary. The anniversary is not eligible for the KXO Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cakes. You're on your own there, bud.
Yep, you're on your own.
Okay. Let's see, what else? Christmas parade in Calexico this week. And
there's some other holiday cheer, festivities, etc.
Yeah.
There's something coming up.
Imperial celebrates this weekend.
Right. We'll talk about that later in the week.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's plenty to celebrate.
It's that time of year.
You know, they probably could write a song that starts out like that.
They probably could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then somebody would object. Yeah, they would be outraged.
It's the most wonderful.
Yeah.
I think probably that's the way I would start it.
Well, that's a good start. Why don't you work on that a little bit? Maybe we'll bring it back tomorrow and see if we can, put together.
I might enter it in the Doodah parade.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with it. And I'm with the news. How about you?
I'm ready.
Okay. It's a look at World and California news headlines right now. Brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal work. It's Lock Air Conditioning and custom sheet metal.
CBS News special report. Democrats have just unveiled articles of impeachment against President Trump, abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler.
A president who declares himself above accountability, above the American people, and above Congress's power of impeachment, which is meant to protect against threats to our democratic institutions, is a president who sees himself as above the law.
The Intelligence Committee's Adam Schiff.
The argument, why don't you just wait, amounts to this. Why don't you just let him cheat in one more election? Why not let him cheat just one more time?
Republican Senator Lindsey Graham.
The abuse of power to me is by the Democrats, not by President Trump.
A White House spokesman says the president expects to be fully exonerated in a Senate trial, which could be held in January. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Yes, summer is over, but it still can get hot. You can rely on York's Affinity Premium Comfort System to keep your home cool and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology that automatically adjusts to meet demand, helping to significantly reduce your energy bill. You can stay connected via Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat with programmable reminders and selectable operating modes to optimize your comfort. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, and learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency. Contractor's license 696216.
California headline news. A prosecutor says video shows Stephen Amoki was clearly simulating a mass shooting when he pointed weapons out the window of a San Diego hotel room and posted the videos on YouTube.
In an excited fashion, he starts running back and forth between the living room and the bedroom. There are guns visible everywhere. He takes each of these weapons, points them carefully at a pedestrian outside.
Court hearing Monday for Homoki, who insists he was just shooting the videos for himself and didn't plan to hurt anyone. The judge accepting the prosecutor's call for $1 million bond. Workers at a Southern California church explaining why their nativity scene features Jesus, Mary, and Joseph as refugees separated at the U.S. border with Mexico.
Nice for me to see that people wanted to talk with one another even though they disagreed. And so if this sparks conversation, that would be one good goal.
Senior Minister Karen Clark Christine at Claremont United Methodist Church. San Jose Mayor Sam Liccardo endorsing Mike Bloomberg for president. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
Do you know Celso formerly from Valley Auto Parts and CarQuest? He's the best machinist in the Valley, and he's now at Centinela Motorsports Machine Shop, your engine rebuild experts. Engine boring, engine balancing, grinding crankshafts, rebuilding heads, head shaving, and head resurfacing. From professional motor restoration to high-performance custom jobs. They've got the tools, and they know how to use them. Pickup and delivery available. Come see Celso, best machinist in the Valley, at Centinela Machine Shop, 423 West Dayton Road on the corner of Myrtle Drive, just off of Highway 86.
It's page one of the local news, page one of the service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They've got 2 locations in the Valley. On Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning, the Calexico City Council met last night. We have a visit with the mayor of Calexico, Bill Hodge.
It was a short one, so I have one item to report. We adopted a resolution declaring restriction of vehicular and pedestrian traffic through the public alleys in downtown Calexico at 2 specific locations. Now, this was done for the protection and preservation of public safety, health, and welfare. The restriction will be made by the means of gates and locks installed at the beginning and end of the alley at the designated location. The gate was proposed because there is a need to clean up the alley, lots of debris. The city of Calexico would like to invite you also to the 2019 Christmas Parade next Saturday, December 14th, starting at 10 a.m. The parade will start at Marion 2nd and proceed down 2nd Street and end at Clun Park.
And that's the mayor of Calexico, Bill Hodge. County Board of Supervisors in the news this morning, being very busy this time of year. Here's more on that story.
They will pull double duty. It'll be the last time this year. Board will conduct 2 meetings today. In the morning, the board will hold their regular meeting at the Administration Center on Main Street in El Centro. At 6 this evening, the board will host their final off-site meeting of the year. That meeting will be at the Fountain of Youth RV Resort in Nyland. The board is not scheduled to take any action during the off-site meeting. There'll be 4 presentations from Public Works, County Sheriff, Air Pollution Control District, and County Fire. Public will have an opportunity to comment following the presentations. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Illegal migration down again in November. CBP enforcement actions decreased by about 6% in November as compared to October and represent a 70% 8% decrease since the peak of the crisis in May. November 2019 CBP total enforcement actions are at over 42,600. This reflects a 6% decline in admissible aliens at ports of entry and a 5% decline in the Border Patrol apprehensions. Those who present themselves as families after crossing the border illegally will no longer be released into the United States, said Acting Commissioner Mark Morgan. Our message to economic migrants is clear. Do not put your lives at risk and do not trust your families to smugglers. You will not be allowed to stay. Defying seasonal trends for the past 7 years, CBP reports an overall decline in illegal cross-border activity in November compared to October. Enforcement actions along the southwest border involving family units declined nearly 4% to 13,154, and enforcement actions involving single adults were down 8.4%. for that same time period. KXO News Time, 7:44.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers for your service needs. Whether it's a lube job, oil and filter change, brake job, battery or wheel balance and alignment, Quick Lane can handle it. And Quick Lane services all makes and all models. Oh, and by the way, you never need an appointment. Tires, all the best brands at the best price, guaranteed. See your Quick Lane service advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue in El Centro, right next to Food for Less.
Bruce Kuhn has changed his mind. George Gale has the story.
He had announced he was not running for re-election. Division II IID Director confirmed yesterday morning that he had filed to run for another term. Deadline to file was Friday. Kuhn said he filed his papers at around 11 Friday morning. Kuhn said he had received a multitude of requests from constituents asking him to reconsider his original decision. He said he also began reading statements from those challenging for the position on the Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors. Kuhn said he came to the conclusion that it would benefit the IID board if he were elected to another term. Since the deadline to file, County Elections Department has not updated the candidates list on their website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Have you been to the Peanut Patch yet? Well, I know you've heard me tell you about the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Isn't it about time that you head to the Peanut Patch and check them out? The Peanut Patch, they're open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. They're closed on Sunday. They've got a great store that carries many homemade chocolates in either bark or cluster form. They make their own fresh English toffee. Their pecan turtles are made from scratch, and they are mouth-watering delicious. Chocolate-covered raisins, almonds, coffee beans, cinnamon bears, chocolate raspberry sticks, and so much more. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. If you're leaving the Imperial Valley, head east on Interstate 8, take Avenue 3E, turn right south past MCAS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street, then turn left and go about another mile and a half and you're at the Peanut Patch. Great gifts, great fun. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for your life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
In other local news, we have a new BLM field manager in Imperial County. George Gale filed this story.
He is Michael Ryan Chatterton. He will lead the Bureau of Land Management El Centro Field Office in Imperial and San Diego counties. Chatterton will be responsible for more than 1.4 million acres of public lands. He's been the acting field manager for the last 4 months. Began his duties as El Centro Field Manager on Monday. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The dreaded property tax deadline is here. It has been announced by County Tax Collector Karen Vogel. She reminds taxpayers that the first installment of real property taxes will become delinquent if not paid by 5 p.m. Today. Payments must be in the tax collector's office by 5 p.m. or bear a postmark of December 10th. Online payments through a link on the tax collector's website must be completed by 11:45 p.m. today. Well, the flu is widespread. Here's more on that story.
Throughout the state, California Department of Public Health says now is the time to get a flu shot. They say the flu has reached levels typically seen later in the season, including widespread influenza throughout California. Flu season officially began September 29th. Since then, there have been 16 influenza-coded deaths identified on death certificates. 2 of the deaths were children under the age of 18. Flu activity monitored by the state indicates flu season has started earlier in California than in recent years. They say getting vaccinated is the best defense against the flu. It takes a couple of weeks after vaccination for the body to build immunity, which is why you should get your flu shot without delay. The shots are available at most doctors' offices, pharmacies, and at the Public Health Department on Broadway and El Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurances.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, drying conditions under weak high pressure will bring mostly sunny skies today with highs in the low to mid-70s. A weak weather system mostly skirting by to the north of Arizona will then bring mostly cloudy skies Tuesday night into early Wednesday. Increasing high pressure and warming conditions are then seen for late in the week, with high temperatures likely into the mid-70s over the Imperial and Yuma valleys for Friday and Saturday. Another weak but dry weather system should bring cooler temperatures into early next week. 73 the high yesterday, 46 our low. Sunny today with a high near 70, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 45, light wind. It'll be sunny on Wednesday with a high near 70, light wind, then becoming north about 5 miles per hour. And right now downtown, we are looking at 50 degrees with that 80% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, they're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options.
I want some chipotle fries.
And I want an Imperial Big Burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please. I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and Beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
It's sports time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company in Brawley, El Centro, and Oakville. That's where you'll find Imperial's do-it centers. They've got what you need when you need it. Monday Night Football, another good matchup, the Eagles and the Giants. The Philly Eagles came out on top, 23-17. Was that Eli Manning's final start of his career? Well, at least for the Giants. Meanwhile, the New England Patriots acknowledged that their production crew inappropriately filmed the field and sideline during Sunday's game between the Bengals and the Browns in Cleveland. The crews were credentialed by the Browns to shoot video for a Patriots web series called Do Your Job, but the Patriots did not inform the Bengals or the NFL, which they called an unintended oversight.
Planning a home improvement project? Let your friends at Imperial Hardware Company lend a hand. Our Do-It Centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a big box with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. Our helpful and courteous staff will get you outfitted for any task in no time. Imperial Hardware Company is locally owned and family operated, proudly serving this community for over a century. We carry only the best products and top name brands. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtfield to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company. Don't forget, we serve local businesses too. Ask us about our commercial accounts for contractors, property managers, handy workers, agribusiness, and more.
Well, in baseball, the winter meeting's going on in San Diego, and Steven Strasburg, the former San Diego State Aztec, just signed a record-breaking 7-year, $245 million deal. Knowing Strasburg's past history, let's see if he can stay healthy. Meanwhile, the Boston Red Sox are shopping center fielder Jackie Bradley Jr. Yeah, they're looking for somebody to pick up his contract. NBA action last night, the Clippers, they clipped the Pacers 110-99. Celtics got by the Cavaliers 110-88. Kings nipped the Rockets 119-118. It was the Suns beating up on the Timberwolves 125-109. Thunder over the Jazz 104-90. Grizzlies growled and beat the Warriors 110-102. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers in Brawley, Holtville, and El Centro. Get it done with a little help from the Imperial Hardware Company.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to one and all.
KXO AM1230 wants to help you get in the holiday spirit, so we have some very special Christmas programs. Saturday at 5 p.m. on AM1230, it's Jewel with an hour of Christmas joy.
This is Jewel, and as we get into the spirit of the holiday season, I have the perfect playlist for you.
Our Christmas specials are brought to you by the Original Town Pump in Westmoreland, Brownie's Diner in Brawley, Julie Oliver of Dickey Insurance Services, and the UPS store on Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Financial news and weather brought to you by Styles and Smiles. Complete salon services. Call for an appointment or walk in. They're located right by Cardenas Market on Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Styles and Smiles. U.S. stocks bounced around early today, but we're attempting to hold on to gains as Wall Street weighed U.S.-China trade negotiations following a report that the White House will delay the implementation of import tariffs on Chinese goods set to go into effect December 15th. Investors also were digesting news of a revised North American Free Trade Pact while preparing for a Federal Reserve policy meeting that was getting underway. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 31 points on early trading at 27,937. The S&P 500 gained 5 at 3141, and the NASDAQ Composite is at 8647. That's up 26 points. In news about particular stocks in focus, Netflix shares fell 1.7% early today after Needham analyst Laura Martin downgraded the stock to underperform. Norton LifeLock Incorporated has attracted interest in a possible buyout for several suitors, including rival McAfee. And AutoZone rose 8% today after the car parts retailer beat estimates for its fiscal first quarter. Chewy fell 1.7% even after the online pet supply retailer late Monday posted better than expected results for the quarter.
The holidays are getting close, and Styles and Smiles Complete Salon Service wants to make sure that you're looking your best. Celebrate the holidays with your new look. For a limited time, get $20 off of a color combo and highlight from Styles and Smiles. And call now to make your appointment, 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Hey, hairdressers, Styles and Smiles is looking for 2 stylists. Yes, they have 2 chairs that are open. Just call 960-2382 and apply. That's 960-2382. Or stop by Styles and Smiles by Cardenas Market on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 70, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 45, light winds. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 70, light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour. 50 degrees downtown El Centro, 80% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Styles and Smiles. Here to make you look your best. Styles and Smiles, located right by Cardenas Market on Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Call for an appointment or you can walk in.
At the Happy Honda Days sales event, you can unwrap incredible deals that'll make you...
Oh my gosh.
You know, the kind of gift that makes you...
No way.
Yep, that's basically Happy Honda Days in a chestnut shell.
Get a great deal on a 2019 Accord from KBB.com's best overall brand for 2019 with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers.
Visit your Southwest Desert Honda dealer, Imperial Valley Honda, or Yuma Honda today.
See dealer for financing details. Excludes hybrid models based on 2019 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Hey, when you have a chance, check out our website, KXORadio.com. Follow us on Facebook. Yeah, we're on Facebook and YouTube as well.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. They have been fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. It's 8 o'clock.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. Another major step for House Democrats today as they pursue impeachment.
No one, not even the president, is above the law.
House Judiciary Chairman Jerry Nadler announced 2 articles of impeachment against President Trump, accusing him of abuse of power over his dealings with Ukraine and obstruction of Congress for his response or lack thereof to the investigation. Intelligence Chairman Adam Schiff on why Democrats aren't sticking around for court rulings to proceed.
The argument, why don't you just wait, amounts to this. Why don't you just let him cheat in one more election? Why not let him cheat just one more time?
Mr. Trump is only the 4th president in U.S. history to have articles of impeachment drafted against him. Bill Rakoff, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The White House says President Trump will address the charges in the Senate and he'll be fully exonerated. The president again blasted the impeachment effort on Twitter this morning, but he has also praised House Democrats for working out the details on the new trade deal with Mexico and Canada and says it will be great. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
There is no question, of course, that this trade agreement is much better than NAFTA.
And she calls it infinitely better than what was proposed by the administration. The agreement contains provisions to get more manufacturing, including car production, back to the U.S., and it helps Mexican workers narrow pay and benefit gaps with the other 2 nations. A Pennsylvania court has turned down Bill Cosby's conviction appeal. Cosby's serving a 3 to 10-year prison term for sexual assault. His attorneys claimed the judge made a mistake by letting 5 women testify after allowing just 1 at an earlier trial. At least 6 dead, 8 missing. That's the toll in New Zealand after the sudden volcanic eruption on a tourist island. CBS's Rami Inocencio is covering.
Right now, New Zealand officials are trying to get back to White Island, but they themselves are not going back because conditions there are still too dangerous. Smoke, toxic steam, and ash are still being emitted from the volcano.
Officials in Samoa will begin mass and mandatory measles vaccinations later this week. It's a bid to stem an outbreak that's blamed for more than 60 deaths. Kate Heinrich of UNICEF is on the case.
What we've learned from this
this episode and this epidemic is the absolute importance of getting the right message out to the communities, educating the communities on the importance of having the vaccine.
There is a strong anti-vax effort in Samoa. Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 16 points and the NASDAQ is down 5. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open an account with a savings rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Bruce Fabrizio, inventor of Simple Green. Like you, I'm a big sports enthusiast, and I want my gear to shine like new. That's why it's cleaned with Simple Green, the concentrated cleaner that's perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new again. Try it today. If you're not 100% satisfied, I'll give you your money back. Visit us at simplegreen.com.
Simple Green, Simple Green.
At Aaron's, we love the holiday spirit, the kindness, the giving, the sharing. For us, that spirit has no season. It's always there, and there's doing good all year round. That's why we approve good people other stores won't. Your credit isn't the best? Okay. Need more time to pay? Let's work it out. Want flexible payment options? Sure. Lease to own top brands. Delivery is free. Because good people always deserve better. Aaron's. Easy, beautiful, affordable.
A Smash movie follow-up has also got a fast-selling soundtrack.
Not only is the movie a huge hit, the soundtrack for Frozen 2 has climbed to the top of Billboard's album chart, even without a standout hit like the original. The first Frozen soundtrack dominated the album chart for 13 weeks. The new one features songs from Panic at the Disco, Casey Musgraves, and Weasel. The sequels topped the box office for the last 3 weekends with more than $337 million in ticket sales. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
A grandson of George H.W. Bush is running for Congress in Texas. Pierce Bush is 33 and a supporter of Donald Trump. His grandfather, who died last year, clashed with Mr. Trump and even said he voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016. Bush joins a crowded field looking to replace a GOP incumbent who is not seeking re-election. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Go ahead, Carl. I'm listening.
Talk dirty to me.
Staph, Salmonella, E. coli, influenza.
Wait, not that kind of dirty.
Do you realize you just took me to the toilet and kept wiping in between tweets? No wonder 1 in 6 phones contain fecal matter.
Gross.
Whatever your hands touch, I touch. I'm covered in filth. It's enough to make both of us sick. Please, can you get me a phone soap?
Phone soap?
Phone soap safely kills 99.99% of all those germs with clinically proven UV light. It won't damage my screen like liquids or chemicals.
Good, because you're all I've got.
That's so sweet, Carl.
Phone soap is trusted and used by healthcare professionals and hospitals. It fits phones of all sizes. Phone soap makes the perfect holiday gift. Go to phonesoap.com and use code HOHOHO to save 20% off and receive free shipping. That's phonesoap.com and use code HOHOHO. Go to phonesoap.com and use code HOHOHO to save 20% off today.
The food insecurity rate for Imperial Valley is estimated at 17% for all residents. Tragically, it soars to 33% for our children. Imagine 1 of every 3 children are challenged by hunger. The Imperial Valley Food Bank is striving to end hunger in the valley. When kids have nutritious food to eat, they learn more in school, are sick less often, crime declines, and the cycle of poverty can end. This is John Levada asking you to support the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carol Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first. Day in and
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on? Hey, let me call you back, man.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hi, so I have this stain and I heard you're the guy.
Say no more. Valley Dry Cleaning's got you covered. There you go, man.
Cool, man. Hey, man, you got it out. What'd you guys do?
Let's just say we've got a secret weapon.
Thanks, man.